Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com. We got workouts that work, eats that satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So today I want to make a video concerning what I'm going to do this time around on the ketogenic egg diet. Started the 2018 kickoff to summer fitness with the ketogenic diet like I do every year. Done it almost now for the past almost 5 years, and this time around started a new program when I started the ketogenic diet 2 weeks ago, and now entering week 3. What I'm going to do to finish off the program, because it's a 3-week program, is hit the diet a little bit harder, a little bit stricter. I'm already in ketosis, but I'm going to be following the ketogenic egg diet. This time around, this is all I'm eating. What we got here, of course, first and foremost, eggs. Sorry if they're a little too white for the camera. But I eat about at least 10 eggs a day. Sometimes I'll eat up to 18 eggs a day. This week I'm actually going to stick around 12. I'm actually now on day 3 of the ketogenic egg diet, but haven't had the chance to make the video yet. And what I did the first day going into the 3rd week of the ketogenic diet, where I was starting the ketogenic egg fast, was I fasted from dinner Sunday night until dinner on Monday night, and then I broke my fast with about 10 eggs that day. So what I typically do, which is no different when I'm following the ketogenic egg diet or any diet really, is I wake up and train first thing in the morning, fasted around 5:30. I train for about an hour and a half, and I'll fix my BCAAs, which is 1 scoop of non-caffeinated, 1 to 2 scoops of watermelon caffeinated flavor, and then 1 to 2 scoops of fruit fusion flavor, also caffeinated. These 2 are caffeinated. This guy is not. The reason I mix it up is because when I started to drink BCAAs, I originally only took these caffeinated flavors, and I would take as directed, and I would be haywire. And I'm telling you, completely haywire, and all I was doing was sipping on the BCAAs throughout the day. Sometimes I don't start sipping on the BCAAs at all, but I always prepare them because I don't know when I'm going to be able to eat sometimes, and if it's been longer than a 24-hour fast, sometimes I like to sip on the BCAAs, so I try to make sure that they're with me. But I typically start sipping on them around 12. Today, trained fasted, felt phenomenal, not at 5:30, but at noon, and I still haven't eaten. So even when I don't train first thing in the morning, I don't start to eat until after I've worked out. Sometimes I don't get to work out till 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and guess what? I'm not going to eat until after I work out. I've been doing that now for almost the last 6 years, and it works for me. We're all different. All I can say is I've been able to lose fat, lose muscle mass, and gain fat or gain muscle mass following this exact approach. So we got the BCAAs I sip on till about 3 p.m. And again, it's mixed with 32 ounces of water. That 32 ounces of water lasts me until my last meal at night, so 9 p.m. For my lunch, when I break my fast, anywhere from 4 to 5 eggs. Typically, I just have them with butter, Kerrygold butter, 1 to 3 tablespoons of butter, depending on how buttery I like them. I love butter and I love eggs, and I always make them scrambled because that's really how I like my eggs. And salt. So anyway, so I'll have that, then I'll have some chicken broth, either some homemade chicken broth from my wife or chicken broth from the store. Then I salt that to taste. I eat about 5 to 6 grams, sometimes 7 grams of salt a day. Guys, you gotta maintain your electrolytes, especially if you're following a ketogenic diet, and especially if you're going to follow the ketogenic egg diet. You gotta be able to maintain your sodium up there. And another thing you gotta do when you're on the ketogenic diet is eat the dark leafy greens. I allow myself to eat spinach when I'm following the ketogenic egg diet. At night, I'll have anywhere from 6 to 8 eggs, and I'll make it with about a cup or sometimes 2 cups of spinach that I cut up and add to the eggs, and then I'll add 2 slices of cheese, Gouda and provolone here that I'm showing you guys, but I'll allow myself to eat mozzarella, cheddar, whatever floats your boat in terms of cheese. Also, if there's an item that you want to attempt while you're following the ketogenic egg diet, there's not a specific rule. You sort of do what is going to make you stick to the diet. If that added item that is not eggs or cheese or butter maybe doesn't allow you to lose weight, you might have to remove it. But you can start off a keto egg fast however you feel is right for you and is going to allow you to stick to the diet. I used to have some Parmesan cheese wisps or crackers, but I'm not having those this time following the ketogenic diet because I would snack on those like crazy. So if I eliminate them, I'm eliminating the total caloric intake for the day, and that's what I'm trying to play with this time around. So at night, what I have is Shakeology. Pretty much a meal replacement plan that I started to drink when I realized about 5 years ago, before starting the ketogenic diet, that I was getting next to no vegetable intake and really missing out on micronutrients, probiotics and prebiotics. And I saw Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, the documentary. I think it's still on Netflix. Scared the hell out of me. Started to take this. Noticed the difference. Now, following the ketogenic diet these days and doing it correctly, I do get a bunch of vegetables in all the time. So do I need that? I don't know, but it's a treat for me and I really, really enjoy it. And it's something that almost makes me mentally ready for bed because that's just when I normally take it. So it's almost a ritual now. And I can take this and still hit my macros because it only has 17 grams of total carbs, but net grams it has 12. And since I'm really not eating any carbs at all other than what's in my dark leafy greens when I'm following the ketogenic diet for the most part, total carb intake might be a little bit over 50, but net is certainly under 50. And when I'm following the ketogenic egg fast, I don't get anywhere near 50 grams of carbs for the day. So the way I fix Shakeology is 1 scoop of Shakeology, and I'm allowing myself to have a 1/4 cup of heavy cream while I'm following the ketogenic egg diet, which is what I typically put in there anyways, but I'm allowing myself the heavy cream only for the Shakeology as opposed to allowing myself to make the creamy cheese spinach soup because I'm trying to keep the calories down. Even though if I would allow myself to have the cream spinach cheese soup, I would still hit the macros perfectly, but I'm just, experimenting. And then I'll have 3/4 cups almond milk. So I'll do the Shakeology, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 3/4 cups almond milk. Then I put a dash of vanilla and a dash or 2 of cinnamon and top that off with salt. And I actually put pink Himalayan salt in there. I think it tastes better than the Mediterranean sea salt, which I utilize typically to cook, but we ran out of it because we use it all the time. So after I drink my Shakeology, the final thing that I do is take my quote-unquote supplements, and I'm going to start next week taking creatine. I haven't done this since high school, just going to see what ends up happening. That's why I put this out here. But typically, the last couple of times I've done the ketogenic egg diet, I have not used creatine, but I'm going to start, so that's out here. But I will have a cup of water with creatine right after having the Shakeology, because if you're taking creatine, you should take it when your insulin levels are a little bit higher, and if you're following a ketogenic diet, that's a little bit hard. So I'm going to take it with what has the most amount of carbs, and that for me is the final Shakeology drink that I have at night. I'll have that, I'll have my allergy medication, and I'll have started taking fish oil just because I wanted to give it a go and see how I felt. I think it's been working wonders for me. Almost been taking it now for about 8 months. But when you're following the ketogenic egg fast, these are crucial. You don't want to take these fasted because trust me, I learned the hard way that they will go through you extremely quickly. But if you eat them once you break your fast, I just take 2 pills a day. It makes your life a lot easier going to the restroom when you're following the ketogenic egg fast, especially if you're not having any spinach at all and you're sticking just to eggs, cheese, and butter. Maybe without the fish oil pills, you could just increase your butter intake, and that might help push the things through. But I don't know, because I hadn't done it, and I gotta say that the fish oil pills worked wonders for me. I'm feeling fantastic going into day 3 of the ketogenic egg fast, having already had 2 weeks of following a ketogenic diet. I'm going to have a final review of the ketogenic diet week 3, which happens to be the ketogenic egg fast week, a little bit later. But this video was just to talk about the stuff that I take and my process when following the ketogenic egg fast. Again, this is my protocol. I've had different items in here before that I actually was allowing myself to eat that I have removed to see what happens, and everybody out there, you can do the same thing. You can follow it your specific protocol. You can be a purist and just have eggs, cheese, and butter, or just eggs and butter, or you could try to do whatever is going to help you stick to the approach. Try to still stick to the macronutrient intake, because that's the key of following the ketogenic egg fast, is that you're pretty much hitting your perfect macros for a strict ketogenic diet. You're about 5% of your calories coming from carbs, you're about 70 to 75% of your calories coming from fats, and then you got the rest coming from protein. Because the egg, even though we all know, is a great source of protein, it actually has more fat in there than protein. That's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com. Please let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share to this channel if you haven't done so already. I'd greatly appreciate it. The website again is x-, that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.